Hello and welcome to CX Today. I'm Charlie, and today I'm here at the Calling Contact Center Expo in London, and I'm delighted to be at the Puzzel stand where I'm joined by Alberta Bosco of Puzzel. How are you doing today, Alberta?
I'm very well, thanks, Charlie. How are you doing?
Yeah, all good, thanks. It's great to speak to you once again and to be here at your stand. And the first thing I noticed actually when I got here was this token box that we have behind us. Could you tell me a little bit about kind of the initiative with that?
So this year we decided not to do any swag. I think it's about time to start thinking of not the utility of what we do. So we've been doing it for many years, and now we're thinking more about the environment and more about the fact that there are lots of people that are in need at this time, and so we would invest our money in a better way. And so we decided to go for this initiative of the token. So anyone passing by the Puzzel stand, they can take a token which is £1 worth, and they can pick between 3 charities, and they can give the £1 that obviously we will donate to the charity, choosing between the national the trust the Trussell Trust,
Yes.
and the National Energy Action, and finally Mind. So the Trussell Trust is about helping with food banks and for people who can afford food, unfortunately, and the National Energy Action is about supporting people who cannot afford energy this year. So to make sure everyone is safe at home and has heaters on, and Mind is about mental health.
Yeah.
So really, we had lots of donations so far, and I'm really happy that we're moving forward with the new initiative, which is just the first, and we're just moving forward with others as well quite soon.
Yeah, well, it's great to see how many actually donations there have been in that box, and 3 really great charities, especially considering kind of the economic climate. It looks like a lot of thought has gone into that. And also, I know a lot of thought is going into your upcoming report on social responsibility. Yes, can you tell me maybe what we can expect from that report?
So we decided to focus a bit more on the local community and helping locally wherever we have offices, so from the UK to the Nordic countries, focusing a lot on helping with, is majorly seen as a crisis right now. So as we're doing today, with charity the support for energy for people that can afford it, or food banks. So that's the main areas we will focus on. We will donate our time to charity as a company, so employees can choose to pick a day and just spend that day with the charity of choice. And for Christmas, we're going to do the same thing. People can pick a charity, and Puzzel will donate. Obviously, every time there's a certain amount of money, we will donate to a different charity that employees choose. So just that's the first step, and then we'll see where we go from there. And obviously, as I said before, we're trying to reduce the amount of paper. So obviously, we're using barcodes, the amount of plastic we generate. That's why we don't have swags as well. So trying to be more mindful of where we spend money and the amount of things we buy versus how we can support communities more rather than buying things.
Yeah, it's great to hear how much thought that you're putting into this. And it's great to see contact center companies like Puzzel leading the way actually in supporting the environment. And in terms of doing good, also, nice little transition there. I know helping your customers better deal with vulnerable customers is a major priority right now, vulnerable agents actually as well. Could you maybe tell me a little bit about how Puzzel is supporting their clients in supporting vulnerable customers?
So with Puzzel, customers for a very long time now had the chance to create those lists of vulnerable customers and make sure that they always get on the top priority when they call in or they start to chat, so they're immediately recognized by the agent. And we can also match customers that have talked to a certain agent before with the same agent, so they have that continuity of the same person, the same voice. So those are some of the things that we can do. We have obviously speech analytics that will analyze all the customer conversations and will help identify where there are some level of stress that be higher than normal. And then obviously we can help customers configure the software in a way that they can easily support their vulnerable customers based on the needs that they have. Obviously every business is different, and we have always support them configure the software in a way that responds to their business needs.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely absolutely fantastic. I love that idea of kind of routing vulnerable customers back to an agent that they've spoken to before to ensure they have a better journey, and you're taking care of those customers too. One final question actually I have for you though, Alberta. I see on your stand, the moments that matter is the tagline that you guys are really pushing quite hard here. Can you tell us a little bit about this tagline and why you believe it's so important?
I think it's the essence of the customer service, contact center as a customer service. Our what we're trying to push forward is that every contact center should automate all those steps, all those tasks that don't bring any value to the customer, and should instead leave this time that they have more time on free time to dedicate to the customers, having proper conversations. So be more empathetic on the phone, spending time actually talking, especially with vulnerable customers, as we were talking about earlier. There are lots of people that need to be reassured. So that's why they keep calling the contact center. For many things, look, they can use self-service, finding their answers on the website. Most contact center, they're already equipped with self-service, but if they call, it's for reassurance. And so we need to give the time to the agent to be able to speak with customers, taking the time to reassure them and be human. So that's the whole point of Puzzel and the moment it matters.
Yeah, no, it's really great to hear how much Puzzel are focusing on those human connections, really. And it's very refreshing actually to hear that from a CCaaS vendor. But Alberta, it's been great to speak to you today, and especially to hear about kind of what you're doing kind of in social responsibility, and also to hear about that moments that matter. So thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks, Charlie. Thank you.
And thank you also to everybody for watching. Bye for now.